overhead barriers might be an issue. Just make sure you tell the task judge when you get up there, if you think you're gonna blow through the barrier, tell the task judge and we might be able to make some changes to make sure that...
It's too long. It's gonna it's gonna throw one.
And this is to strafe side to side.
What do your parents think about you being involved?
My parents don't know.
That's yours too long.
That arm.
It's too long. It's gonna throw one.
Is that screw too long?
It's not interfering.
Or both screws hit if you do. I'm pulling some GDT on your ass.
You understand?
I don't speak English.
He doesn't speak.
Chào quý vị, đây là thầy Phạm, là một thầy khoa học ở trường trung học Westminster High School. Thì thầy ngày hôm nay là giúp huấn luyện các em về cái chương trình STEM on the Sidelines để các em xây dựng một cái robot vehicle á, để làm một cái competition ở SoFi Stadium với cái hội LA Charger và cái công ty Ducommun Engineering. Khoảng 1 tháng các em ghi danh thì các em phải cần làm một cái robot, nó làm những cái NFL Combine đó. Nó có ba cái thi đua. Một cái là phải làm cái robot cho nó chạy cho nó nhanh, một cái mình phải làm cái robot nó khiêng mấy cái đồ nặng, và một cái là gọi là agility, cái robot nó phải đi quay back and forth đó, giống một người ông NFL cái NFL Combine, một cái athlete phải cần chạy nhanh khiêng nhiều đồ và phải có very agile.
Wait, what?
No, so you would have to have
I thought they provided.
Yeah, but like they only provide 2 pounds. They only provide 2 pounds. You have 2 pounds.
Wait, what? Wait, they only supply 2?
Yeah, supply 2 pounds.
No, they supply 2 pound weight.
Yes.
Equal 10 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So like oh wait, already has a weight.
Okay. Now,
No, but like we don't
now
have.
that that's in, it'll stabilize it. But
That's yours too long.
That arm.
That's yours too long. It's gonna it's gonna throw one.
Is that screw too long?
It's not interfering.
Or both screws hit if you do. I'm pulling some GDT on your ass.
You understand?
I don't speak English.
My name is Greg Berger. I'm from Westminster High School, the engineering teacher and CTE department coordinator. We're here to support our STEM on the Sidelines teams every year to see that our kids can build things literally to meet the challenges that are set up by both Ducommun and the LA Chargers. Let's see them work hand in hand together as a team to meet their challenge. Today I'm specifically expecting to see this device right behind me do a great job on its own in autonomous mode, and I'm expecting to see it really race ahead of all the others, especially based on the fact that it's balanced both by weight and using some really unique tires to keep some good grip on that ground.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and
Hi, my name's Denise Young, and I am part of Barron's Gold.
Hi,
I'm Jaden, and I'm from Barron's Gold.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Fan, and I'm also a part of Barron's Gold.
Hi, my name is Suri Lee, and I'm also a part of Barron's Gold.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Brew, and I'm a part of Barron's Gold.
We're Barron's Gold! So our robot was actually designed by us, and we used a personal design, like graphic design software to fully design everything. Like we also planned out and took like exactly long time just to make all of this. We took all the materials from a high quality manufacturer and we just worked on it all together.
And for the chassis, we use VEX motors to build the structure of it. In the back wheels, we're using the VEX motors, and as part of one of the requirements, we're using the motors that they gave us to make the wheels turn.
The motors that we're using are DC motors, and they're being powered by an Arduino through an external connection device.
And then on my computer, we have some code. We have code that makes it spin, pretty much.
The work time on this robot is about a week, and we're doing this through a club at our school called Girls Who Code. Because we wanted to represent that women can be in STEM as well. And basically, we spent a week building the chassis and designing it, and then we spent the final few days coding it and making the motors run. And we've also practiced the task that we're going to be doing today at SoFi Stadium.
I hope we win the designing part because we spent a really long time designing, and I think our design looks really good.
You'll be okay.
Hi, my name is Caroline Lozada, and I'm part of the Lion Forge. We're one of Westminster High School's robotics teams for STEM on the Sidelines. Right here we have a robot that we're working on. You can take a look up here. Here's the top, the chargers for who we're being sponsored by, and for what we need. Our robot utilizes a gear ratio type of drivetrain. You can see underneath. We have different gear sizes that we use, using the motors that they've offered us, as well as VEX motors. And we're using a combination of both. And there's a lot of challenges deciding like what type of motor to use, how to make the compatibility work, but a lot of trial and error allowed us to come up with a design that works.
Oh yeah, look at it go. Move forward, move back.
For the programming software we're going to use Robot Blockly originally, but then it ended up not being compatible with my computer. So we ended up using something called Robot C, where we had to use C instead of Blockly. So that was a big challenge that we had to overcome, but we ended up overcoming that in the end, you know? And now it works, so that's pretty cool.
So what are you guys competing like? What are the challenges?
There are three main challenges. The first one, we have to go around a course of cones. So we have to utilize in the fastest amount of time possible. The second challenge is just speed on how long? Is it 6 yards, I believe? 2 yards. 2 yards speed straight ahead. And then the final challenge is how much weight, up to 10 pounds, you can go on 2 yards, I believe. Yeah, 2 yards. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult because you have to figure out a way to balance both torque and speed, which often have a give and take. So finding that balance is definitely the hardest part with coming up with the robot.
Yeah, and along with that, we went through many designs that had different gear ratios, and we were trying to measure with encoders. So we had to figure out where we're going to put the encoders, and we had to do a bunch of math for the gear ratios on the encoders. But in the end, we ended up just putting the encoder on the wheel, so it just measured the amount of revolutions. So it's encoder equals the wheel, you know.
Right here, here's the encoder.
Any teacher teach you guys these things, or you just learn on your own?
Oh yeah, we had two pretty good mentors, Mr. Vu, who is our main mentor, and then Mr. Pham, who is the one who brought us here.
Yeah, and I'd like to give a shout out to my dad because he taught me so much that has to do with building robotics and mechanics, and he taught me that even though it takes a lot of trial and error and it takes a lot of time, as long as you build and learn, that's the main thing that comes out of it. So we had a lot of fun building it.
So did somebody like sign you guys up for this event, or you just volunteer?
Mr. Pham, he definitely encouraged us to sign up for this. Yeah. So thanks to Mr. Pham, we're here today working on this project.
Okay, last thing, what's your expectation for today for your team?
I think the biggest expectation is for us to just learn the most we can. And this is our first time being in this competition, so we don't have super high goals to win yet, but gaining experience and figuring out what we did wrong, what we can work on is definitely the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
You cái này là năm thứ 3 trường trung học có compete ở trong cái này. Ở cái năm thứ nhất thì nó trong Covid á, thì các em có là 2 cái competition, một cái computer and một cái football launcher. And then cái này là năm thứ 3 thì các em sẽ thi đua để một cái là lấy tiền cho từng trường học và có mấy cái nhiều prizes để các em được thắng.
Các em học sinh thân mến, các em có sẵn sàng để nâng các kỹ năng của mình lên mức cao hơn chưa? Hãy sẵn sàng đi, bởi vì học khu trung học Huntington Beach đang bổ sung thêm các lớp giáo dục kỹ thuật nghề hay CTE trong niên học tới. Cho dù em thích về kỹ thuật, y tế, kinh doanh hay các ngành nghề khác, đều sẽ có lớp ưa thích cho mỗi người. Các lớp CTE được thiết kế để cho học sinh có trải nghiệm thực tế trong đời sống. Hãy tận dụng cơ hội này để phát triển các kỹ năng đáng giá, giúp các em chuẩn bị cho sự thành công. Các lớp CTE sẽ khác nhau tùy vào các trường trong học khu. Em nhớ hỏi chuyên gia hướng dẫn của mình để xem các lớp nào được dạy ở trường em. Đừng bỏ mất cơ hội này để khám phá về các đam mê và tiềm năng của mình.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
I'm Ryan.
And today we are at SoFi Stadium competing for STEM on the Sidelines. Today we are gathered with a bunch of teams with a bunch of high schools with our remote control cars that we've built ourselves.
Our car will compete in 3 different competitions. The first one being agility, racing through cones, the second one being speed, and the third one being carrying a payload. Our car, targeting speed as well as the payload, will hope to compete in this competition.
There are around 30 high schools competing from all around the state. The remote control cars that we built can be anywhere from like catted or like built from Vex robots.
Thì mấy cái học sinh ở trong có 2 đội, mấy học sinh trong đội là trong cái nhóm merit trường học, thì các em rất thích làm về máy tính và kỹ thuật. Thì có bên này có 2 đội, một cái đội là mấy đứa học lớp 12 và cái đội số 2 là mấy đứa học lớp 9, 10 với 11. Thì mấy đứa thì sau lớp thì khoảng 3 giờ đến 6 giờ vô cái phòng của ông thầy Burger để xây dựng and build cái robot and then program nó luôn. Thì tính là có 14 trường học khác, Fountain Valley, Tustin, Linwood. Thì mỗi trường có tùy theo, có trường mang 1 đội, có trường mình mang 2 đội. Thì nhiều trường này có học sinh nó muốn học về robot và computer science.
How we drive our robot, we use 2 axes. The right axis, which is the right stick, that moves the left side of the robot, and then the right axis, the right stick, moves the right side of the robot. So if you move them both forward at the same time, it's going to go forward. The robot's turn around. Yeah, there we go. If you put them both forward, they'll go forward, and if you put them both back, it'll go back. Yeah.
Like what else? Like what else do you can use and not a lot?
So the biggest rule we had to follow was that we had to utilize one of the motors they provided, which was this guy up here. One of the challenges we realized was this motor is not very powerful, it doesn't have enough juice to power the robot as a whole. Yeah. So we had to incorporate Vex, but the biggest thing is we had to use one of their motors they provided to complete all 3 challenges.
Yeah, that posed a very big problem in the beginning of our robot creation, because that made us go through many different gear ratio designs, but we ended up with this one and it works.
And
really
then
well.
can you buy things or?
Yeah, for us though, we tried to stick as much to what we have, so we just utilized Vex robotics pieces from Mr. Vu's class.
Yeah, these
we didn't
are up
buy
to
anything that we had extra.
Well, Mr. Vu said it was like 15 years old parts.
Yeah, just old stuff, old program, but we made it work. We made it work with what we have, so.
And are there like a limit on the amount of money you can put in the robot or anything, or like you can buy it?
Well, Mr. Pham was like willing to supply us parts. He supplied us that one part that we didn't end up using because we didn't have time.
Yeah.
It was a part where it tracked like objects in front of it, and then it like showed it up on the screen, and it could like
different sensors.
Yeah, go like drive off of the things in front of it. But we didn't end up using that because we didn't have time.
Hi, my name is Randy Nguyen and I'm a senior from Westminster High School. This is our robot that we made. Our team name is Inertia, and right now we're working on the cosmetics, making it look good for the competition.
What are you working on right now, Jenny?
So right now we're adding the football goals so that we can code the payload, which is the football figure that we have right there, which is part of the competition.
I noticed some people robot are like cardboard.
Yeah, so for this one, we 3D printed the chassis as well as like these two cosmetics pieces that we have right here. We also CNC'd, this is polycarbonate, the wheels we bought, and then the motor we also bought.
Then for the competition, we were given the stepper motor right here, and the purpose, or what they intended for us, was to have it as an integral role on our car. So we're using it to power the steering.
Is there like a maximum amount of money you can put into a robot, or
No, or whatever our budget is by Mr. Pham.
Yeah, and so Mr. Pham gave us a budget of like $100.
what? $100,000?
$100.
Oh, okay, I thought $100,000. What was your expectation today, Randy?
Well, honestly, I just want to see it run. Like, if we win, I think that's great. But after like all of our work, I think it'd just be nice to see it compete. So we started last year as a rookie team. We were juniors and we went into it knowing basically nothing. And now we're doing it again with a lot more experience.
How do you find the time for this? Like, besides going to school?
A lot of joining voice calls at night and designing it by CADing it, like the 3D program. And then also a lot of hours after school, just at school, working on prototyping and actually building the robot.
Jenny, what do you think about having more female students involved in this type of event?
I'm really excited that we're getting more and more females, because I remember I wasn't participating in this last year, but I remember how I felt and how badly I wanted to join. And so I think that having more female joining, like the more people that we have joining like each year, the more females that will join, and I think that's really exciting, having more equity in the field. Well, this is actually my first time competing here. Like, this team competed last year, but I just joined this year, so I'm very new. But I learned a lot about how general like chassis and like remote cars. It's just, there's so many cool things that you can do with the technologies that are presented, and I never really understood that until right now.
What do your parents think about you being involved in this?
My parents don't know. I think my parents would be very surprised, especially because my dad is a CNC machinist, so he always wanted me to go into the engineering field. My mom might be a little terrified because my parents are both Vietnamese and they're very traditional, and so there's not a lot of females in this field. I think that they'd be proud to see me doing something that is so new to females, but maybe also scared at the same time, because this is a very exciting but very big field to enter. I don't want them to worry about me. I think that my mom has a lot of she's very afraid that if I enter this field that males are going to use me, or I'm going to be degraded by the men in this field, and that's why my mom doesn't want me to go into the STEM field, which is very fair, but I just don't want them to worry about me.
Hi, my name is Eddie Lavrov. I'm the coach for the Fountain Valley High School team, one of the Fountain Valley High School teams, Barron's Gold. This year we have a new club called Girls Who Code, and I'm excited to bring that club onto our campus. It allows more females to be involved in technology and STEM, and we brought a team of girls here to participate in STEM on the sidelines. I'm really excited to have them here, and I think they're going to do really well. They worked really hard, and even when they had some setbacks, they were not discouraged. They persevered. One of the reasons I started the Girls Code Club at our campus is that females are not well represented in technology, and this allows more visibility for technology and females, and that way we have more diversity in the tech field, and we could always use more of that to have different ideas and opinions and perspectives for new technologies that are developing, like artificial intelligence and other things like that. I think they're going to do pretty well. The robot they have is pretty fast, and it's big and strong, so anything could happen.
Instructions, and then you will immediately begin your 60-second preparation period. So the judge will start the timer. You'll have 60 seconds to do whatever last-minute adjustments you want to do and to place your wheel anywhere within the 2.5-yard track behind the start line. Okay? At the end of the 60 seconds, you must step back. If you think the barriers might be an issue, just make sure you tell the task judge when you get up there. If you think you're going to blow through the barrier, tell the task judge, and we might be able to make some changes to make sure that a team on the other side of the barrier isn't affected by your particular goal. Does that make sense? Okay? At the end of the task, you are to retrieve your vehicle, and then we'll call the next team up.
Thì bây giờ là bây giờ là các em học sinh nó ghi danh vô, nên sau đó có 2 tiếng để các em nó làm việc và test ở đây, nên sau đó lúc khoảng 11 giờ đến 2 giờ thì các em có 3 thi đua, mỗi đội có cái giờ để đi thi đua, thì các em sẽ đi program cái robot để thi đua cho một cái, nên sau đó mình về cái pit, gọi là cái pit để sửa sạch hoặc làm cho nó better, nên mình sẽ đi thi đua cái thứ hai, nên sau đó mình thi đua nên mình mang về lại cái pit, nên các em sẽ sửa lại cần gì, chỉnh lại gì á, nên sau đó compete cho thi đua số 3.
My name's Donovan Tran, and I'll be driving this robot today. For our controls, it's pretty basic. This is forwards, this is backwards, and then we have the same joystick for turning. And this is to strafe side to side. So we have these special mechanism wheels, which allow us to do this type of motion, which is called strafing.
So how did you end up having this job?
This job? Well, we had like some trials before, and we have like another FTC team, which is outside of this competition itself, and we compete for like achieving different goals. But for the chance, they decided to use me for this because I have the most experience.
Do you think you have to be a good gamer to compete?
A good gamer? I guess so. I'm pretty good at Fortnite. I can crank some 90s, and I'm just a pretty good gamer. Yeah.
Okay, you want to do us some special movie today?
Oh, sure.
I'm amazed how fast you are.
Hi, we're Rocket Robotics from Fountain Valley High School in Fountain Valley. So our robot actually uses 2 different microcontrollers. We use a Rev Robotics control hub and also an Arduino in order to power 2 different kinds of motors.
And then, so basically we have also two different types of wheels running on our robot. We have mechanism wheels as well as omni wheels in the front here. And so basically we designed it with a total of 6 motors. That way we could have speed and power for the strength and speed tests. And then for the agility test, we used the omni wheels and the mechanism wheels in order to have a holonomic drive. That way we could basically have our robot move side to side and make more complex turns. That way we could try and score the fastest possible time for the agility test.
The part of our robot that would give us an advantage would be our mechanism wheels, because unlike most wheels that can only move straight and turn, our mechanism wheels allow us to strafe side to side, so that could help us in a test that requires maneuverability between the cones.
So many of my classes and like teams, like even in this team, I'm the only girl. So it's really great to see a lot more girls involved in STEM, and like I want to be an example to help show other girls that they can do STEM too, and it's not just a thing for only boys.
Hi, my name is Steve Oswald. I'm the chairman, president, CEO of Ducommun Incorporated. We're one of the founders of STEM on the Sidelines. This is our 6th year. We're thrilled. We want to thank our partners. First and foremost, the Los Angeles Chargers organization and also UCI as well. Their wonderful support for this is making a difference in the community, and we couldn't be more thankful. We're looking forward to a great day today, and again, thanks everybody for coming out today and supporting STEM on the Sidelines. So we want to have everybody involved, and I know we have a lot of female students now, and you know, STEM obviously is an exciting career, an exciting future, and so we'd love to see female students as well as the male students coming and having a great experience, and hopefully, you know, using that wonderful challenge and competition to be like, hey, I'd like to do more of this in the future. Maybe this might be my career.
I'm Edgar Regino. For this project, I was kind of like the head leader of this a little bit. I basically was in charge with delegating when we should work on it and then how we should work on it, the parts that we should buy. I bought most of the parts here, with the exception of this motor, which is an FRC bought motor. But regardless of that, a lot of this project was very team coordinated. I know for sure I couldn't have done this myself. I did attempt to do it by myself to give like a full idea, but like, you know, as it went on, you start to realize that people are important, that teamwork is important, and that you can't do this all by one person. And so this really taught me the importance of teamwork. Last year, I competed in this very competition in the same team leader position, but I didn't perform as best as I could. The machine was very finicky and it was being built on spot. So this year, I wanted to kind of re-amp myself and re-envision what I can do. So I try to get as best of a head start as I could, and I try to research as much as I can. So this is what we have right now. It's better than what we had last year, I say, by a significant portion. That one of the limits is that you have to use a provided motor, right?
So this is a motor they provide to you?
Correct.
But then this is your own motor?
Yes.
Oh. What happens if I have a lot of money? Can I just buy like a advanced motor that I'm gonna?
So if there was a tie, how they judge it is based on weighing the car. So if you buy a super expensive, super nice vehicle that's huge, it doesn't matter if another team has a more innovative design that uses less parts and is just lighter in general.
I see. So they also judge like creativity and instead of just like expensive.
It's more than just the competition.
Các em học sinh thân mến, các em có sẵn sàng để nâng các kỹ năng của mình lên mức cao hơn chưa? Hãy sẵn sàng đi, bởi vì học khu trung học Huntington Beach đang bổ sung thêm các lớp giáo dục kỹ thuật nghề hay CTE trong niên học tới. Cho dù em thích về kỹ thuật, y tế, kinh doanh hay các ngành nghề khác, đều sẽ có lớp ưa thích cho mỗi người. Các lớp CTE được thiết kế để cho học sinh có trải nghiệm thực tế trong đời sống. Hãy tận dụng cơ hội này để phát triển các kỹ năng đáng giá, giúp các em chuẩn bị cho sự thành công. Các lớp CTE sẽ khác nhau tùy vào các trường trong học khu. Em nhớ hỏi chuyên gia hướng dẫn của mình để xem các lớp nào được dạy ở trường em. Đừng bỏ mất cơ hội này để khám phá về các đam mê và tiềm năng của mình.
One of the biggest issues in STEM right now is that girls don't feel confident enough to just be in that field and dominate, especially with guys. But I think as long as we are encouraging more women to get involved with STEM, more women are going to feel like, okay, well, if I see her in here, I can do it too, right? So Emily and I we've always been interested in like STEM-related stuff, so here we are today, and I hope so that we can continue to make a difference and encourage more younger girls to also take a stand and become more involved in different competitions like this one.
Someone sees me and Kailani, they'll think that they can do it as well, you know? That they can build a robot, stay up all night, and like maybe beat people in a competition, you know? Oh yeah, look at it go. Moving forward.
So my name's Ryan Pham. I'm a teacher at Fountain Valley High School, and we have two teams here representing Fountain Valley High School. So we have our computer science pathway and we have our robotics engineering pathway. So we're here to give students opportunities. They're very interested in robotics, engineering, programming, and to spark their interest and charge them up, we're at Charger Stadium, SoFi Stadium. So this is a very electrifying event where the students get to see their dreams and realities through their prototyping come to life and get to compete against other high school students at SoFi Stadium. Expectation is just to have fun, like enjoy your time. We have more resources now. We have robotics classes, so we have Honors Robotics 2 and we have Advanced Robotics 1. So the first time ever with this pathway and just giving the students the opportunity to compete, learn, and grow as a person.
Hi, my name is Raj Tata. I'm with Ducommun Incorporated. I serve as General Counsel and Corporate Secretary for the company. And we're thrilled this year to be co-sponsoring with the Chargers and UC Irvine the 2023 STEM on the Sidelines program, where we invite participating high schools throughout LA and Orange County to participate in this great event that promotes science, technology, engineering and mathematics and education, and just really feel it's a great way to give back to the community and help incentivize our young people to go into these wonderful fields that will really help create not only a great future for them, but also their high schools and our communities at large. We got 19 teams participating today on the STEM on the Sidelines program, and we're thrilled to have everybody ranging, the high schools are all throughout LA and Orange County, and really just excited for all the young people out here to to really showcase their talents and the dedication and the hard work that they put in the last few months preparing for this program today. The fact that we get more and more young girls and young women out here is just fantastic. Really, it's something that we're so thrilled about because we actively try to engage and promote young girls and women to get into these fields that have been traditionally male-dominated. So it's really looking forward to a fantastic opportunity for all the young ladies out here today.